You are an incredibly rare and significant soul. Ooh, I'm feeling so much pressure. There is something that has been on your heart since you were a young child. A deep, deep knowing. Something about who you are. This message may take a little second to come out. I began to bring it through and then I was writing and journaling, and I just had to stop and come and film because I felt like I wanted us to discover this together. I wanted us to bring this through together. So bear with me as I'm getting comfortable with doing this. Normally I like to process on my own and do these things on my own, and maybe that's something that you can relate to, is that you feel the need to withdraw to process, to withdraw to fully form the idea, to figure things out, to do your process by yourself. And only when it has been fully understood by yourself are you then ready to bring it to others, or even just to not bring it to others, just to let it rest and let it be. I don't know why I'm talking about this, so obviously this might be significant to you, but if you have that urge to withdraw and to go inward, I think that that is just a confirmation that this message is yours. That being said, please do use your discernment. You will know if this is for you. You'll feel the resonance of it. Yeah. I'm so happy you're here. And I'm so happy that we're doing this together. Even though this is maybe something that's new for both of us. That's kind of what makes it exciting, right? It's like, kind of like that first time energy, like fresh love energy. Ooh, I didn't expect that to be going through. Okay, so let's see if I can get back on track with the message that brought me here to you today. And there's something about this deep reflective power that you have, that you've always had since you were a child. This incredibly deep perceptive knowing, this individual way of viewing the world and of seeing people around you. And I have a feeling that it's almost a feeling like kind of like a two-way mirror. Maybe that's not the correct analogy, but work with me for a second. You have this deep perceptive knowing, energetic knowing of people. You understand people. You see their energetic blueprint in a way, or you just can know things about them. And it's like you just see deeply into people, and somehow this has also come hand in hand with you feeling so deeply not seen and deeply misunderstood by people. And it has had this effect of making you feel very alone. Coming back to that pressure in the chest. This has been something you've lived with your whole life, and you have probably perceived it as a weakness, especially when you were younger, because you felt truly alone in some ways. You knew very, very sort of clearly who you were, who you are, and there was a sense that it was never fully like appreciated or like communicated to the people that were around you. And even if you were surrounded by people who loved you and friends and family and all of that, there was always this sense of, I see people so deeply, and why do I not feel that deeply seen? Or like possibly you kept some of yourself inside, or you learned over time that that you weren't accepted when you let yourself be seen that deeply. There was like always this inner part of yourself that wanted to live life so out loud and at full volume. And there's this like vibrant, like joyous, innocent presence in you. And somehow there was these confusing obstacles and frustrations along the path where either that light that you had was shunned or misunderstood or just not like fully accepted and held, or like perceived with that deep clarity, which is the way that you move through the world. And that's why it's been so hurtful and so confusing to you, because you see people so clearly. You have this deep empathy for people, and you may have even wished as a child to just like be normal, or like, why am I so sensitive? Why, you felt like somehow different than the people that were around you, or like just you were like experiencing life on a different level than the people that were around you. I'm seriously hoping that this is resonating. Let me read what I wrote. Yeah, there's something that has stayed with you since you were a child. It's something that you took for granted. And this is something that you perceived as a weakness, but it's actually your greatest strength. It's like you've carried this gift as a burden your whole life. It's like you've carried this gift, this deep perceptive knowing, this deep empathy, this deep communion with life. And this deep like knowing of people, this deep energetic perception. It has been something that has plagued you, is what I'm hearing, because it has been so, it's just part of the fabric of who you are and how you experience the world. And because majority of other people do not experience the world through the same lens, through the same depth, with this same perception and with this same like lens specific like way of viewing and experiencing life as you do, people as you do, energy the way that you do, it has made you feel so othered. And people have specifically also made you feel very othered because they did not understand you. You're just on another level. It doesn't mean like better or worse, even though you probably were made to feel like who you are as a person was in some way flawed or defective or weird, Have a deep, I just want to give you a hug for those experiences that you went through, because especially for someone who is so, I want to say sensitive, innocent, and don't get me wrong, you're not a fragile flower. Not at all. And you have learned strength and built your strength through struggles that most people could never. They couldn't even imagine going through some of the things that you have been through. They could not have walked through the fires that you have walked through. They could not have alchemized and transmuted the experiences that you have alchemized and transmuted. You have learned, truly learned alchemy to spin lead into gold, to spin pain into your greatest power. It's so incredible who you are as a person. It's beyond incredible. And I just feel like nobody has been telling you that this is incredible about you. You've gone through your life feeling like this was a flaw. you've gone through your life feeling like, why have I been given this burden? Why has this been my path to walk? And you have seen the ease, the perceived ease, that things have flowed to other people, that situations have accumulated and happened to other people. And it's like you're just living on a different path. Yeah. There is a deep receptivity in you, and echoing. And even though you have struggled with this deep receptivity and this echoing, it's a gift. Also, the idea of it's the juxtaposition of seeing, accepting, knowing people so deeply, while at the same time not feeling that same reciprocated perception, not being perceived that deeply, or not being accepted on that level that you automatically just see people and accept them at. Yeah, there's been this imbalance of give and take. I have this feeling that boundaries have been so pivotal on your journey, and they will continue to be. And there are new things that you're learning about boundaries, energetic boundaries. This has been a journey for you to learn, who am I and who am I not? Because you have that deep perceptive quality. It's been a journey for you to get to the point where you are even able to recognize what is that person's feelings and what are my feelings, or who am I without the perceptions of others, because you can so clearly mirror and see and receive. It's almost like you can see the world through other people's eyes with such clarity that you also have taken their projections into yourself and embodied those projections that you have really, really clearly received from other people. And it's because of that deep, receptive and reflective kind of quality that you have, that ability to sort of understand another person's perspective, point of view, and just their energy and the way that they see things. It has taken a lot for you to learn the inner boundaries of that is what they see me as, but that is not who I am. You've learned to put walls in place and boundaries in place, and you've done so much work to perceive and understand yourself on your terms, to understand, who am I really, without the projections of others. There have been a lot of people who have gotten close to you, and I think there's been just a lot of lessons learned through close relationship with others. Healing and painful lessons at the same time, really, really healing, deeply, deeply reflective and healing relationships and friendships. And then there's also been the other side of the coin. People who have not reflected back to you your truth. People who have made you feel small, or made you feel worthless, I heard, or have made you feel, like their perception of you has just been so inaccurate. It just hasn't aligned with the version that you know yourself to be. But because you're so empathetic and because you love so deeply, you have allowed other people's projections and perceptions of you to override the inner truth that you have held. And that has been necessary. painful but necessary in order for you to recognize your true self, your true edges. You had to be pushed, really, really, truly pushed to the boundaries of who you are in order to actually understand who you are at your core, who you are as a non-negotiable, and to get to that inner core part of yourself that was unsquashable. You had to be literally pushed to your limits to get to the deeper innermost core part of yourself, to be able to see that part of yourself and understand how indestructible you are at your core. Wow. This has been a huge journey for you. And I want you to know that I see you. I want you to know that I see you. I want you to know that you are seen so deeply. I see you. I am you. I get you. And sometimes that's all we need on our path, is just for one person to actually recognize all of the steps that we have taken to get to the part, like the path, the place where we are now. I just heard you have not struggled in vain. What is coming next is so incredible. And every time you get knocked down, you stand up stronger. And you stand up softer. There is something absolutely magnificent and incredible that is arising in you through these deep acknowledgements of self that you're having. Through these moments that you are reminding yourself who you are. Through these new connections that you're bringing in. Through these new experiences that you're having, you're starting to open your eyes. You're starting to really return to the version of you that you were when you were a child. I don't know what it is. It's like a combination of like all of the work that you have been doing for your whole life. It feels like your whole life has been leading up until this point. And I'm doing this for a reason. This feels like a mountain. It feels like you've been like climbing up this mountain, and it almost feels like it's been getting steeper and steeper and more difficult. And I feel like you're just reaching the top and you're just starting to see this like vista opening up. And like the way that life is about to like coast for you right now. I had the image of like a snowy mountain peak and someone like snowboarding down, but just like chill. It's not like dangerous or like hectic or too much speed. It's just like, wow, this is easy. I'm in the flow. I really hope that you know how special you are, how incredible you are, and how life has so much to offer you. I'm hearing like shenanigans. I'm being reminded of the quote, "You haven't even laughed as hard as you're going to laugh," or like something like that. Like, I don't know, this is like the energy of like meeting a best friend and being like, bro, where have you been all my life? Wow. 9 of Cups. I just got called to pull a card and 9 of Cups came out and Lovers is on the bottom. And if you didn't know, the 9 of Cups is a wish fulfillment card. It's a wish come true. I really feel like treat yourself energy is coming forward. This might not be a time in your life that you really want. The sun, oh my god. I was going to say this may not be a time in your life that you feel like you're open to receiving advice. I don't feel the need to give you advice at this time. I don't want to give you like, here's the next steps, or like, here's what's coming next. I really feel like I just want to validate you. I just want you to know so deeply that you are seen, valued. But I also do feel like the party is about to start. Like, I really feel like, yeah, it's like that feeling where you have done so much prep and you've bought all the bottles of bubbles and you've like cleaned the toilet and like, you know, the house is clean, the tank is clean, and today's the day, the sun is shining. Yeah, the sun is shining, and like the Five of Pentacles is coming out in reverse. Like, today's the day, the sun is shining. You're no longer going to feel left out in the cold. You're no longer going to feel ostracized, ousted, misunderstood, misaligned. Like, where are my people? Where are my tribe? Where's my, you know, partner? Where's my money? You know, what am I doing here? It just feels like it's all coming up Millhouse, you know, King of Swords. There's a lightness and a mastery and just like this gentle, peaceful calm. Gentle, peaceful calm. It's like being in the eye of the storm, like where it's been hectic and chaos for so long, and then suddenly you come into this place of pure, pure calm. And that calm is always at the center of the chaos. Like, as the storm moves, that like the eye is always right in the center and the storm is moving around. Like, the calm is always right in the middle, right in the center. The Emperor came out. It just feels like a very fortuitous time. It feels like a very stable time. It feels like a time where like, oh, that's interesting. Five of Wands. Yeah, like this is like giving apples and oranges energy. Like, everyone is trying to like fight for their place, and I feel like actually these are your like thoughts. There's this sense of like, I'm in charge, no, we should go over here, we should definitely be doing this with our lives. And like, it's like not multiple personalities, but like all of your multiple goals, dreams, voices that you've had in your head are like clamoring for attention. And it just feels like it's all coming into this really, really grounded and steady energy. These are masculine energies, and today I feel like they're really presenting as that calm in the center of the storm, that real presence. We've got Eight of Wands on the bottom of the deck. This is going to come in so quickly for you. This real sense of calm. Maybe even tonight. You might even go to sleep tonight and just feel like, oh, it's like, it's so hard to explain how I'm feeling it. It's almost like everything goes away and everything comes together at the same time. It's like just like an energetic union of all of the aspects of yourself that have been scattered are like coming in to give you this real sense of calm, clarity, focus, and like stability within yourself, who you are. And it's not just like this boring calm. Like, we have got the sun here. Like, the sun is here beaming, absolutely beaming light into your life. This is like, this is abundance. This is like, we have our wish fulfillment card. And I love that the wish fulfillment card has so much yellow in it as well, because it's just like, it's being bathed in the sun energy, in that light, in that gold. Gold might be significant for you as well. I'm hearing hallelujah. I'm going to leave the message here. Allow, allow, allow. Allow space for this reset. I'm feeling so warm. Whew. Wow, this was a strong one. Thank you so much for being here with me. Blessings be, and I will see you so shortly in the next one.